Hello everyone, it's Lottie from Enjoying the Journey. Cancer is a lifetime. Believe it or not, this is like my take 12 already, so it's got to stick. This one's got to be it, because, you know, I'm thirsty from all the talking. uh, but Angela from Yarn and Yarns, every year around Christmas time and into the new year, she does these 12 cast-on make-alongs, where you cast on as many projects as you want, up to 12. And you're whatever you want to do it. She has no preferences. If you crochet, knit, or if you do felting, or if you do embroidery, or you know, knitting, whatever, as long as it is a fiber arts project. So for the past 2 years, I've actually participated in all 12, and unfortunately, I'm still working on the last year's 12. I did not have time to finish everything, or maybe I was a little over ambitious with the projects, and so this time around I decided that I was only going to do 4. And again, even though I wanted to do 4, one for each quarter, I did not have enough time to cast on the 4th project that I wanted to do in the time frame of the make-along deadline. So I'm only going to do 3. Does that make sense? I'm rambling on. So I'm going to do 3. Now, before I show you what my first project is, if you remember from my last video that I did, I spoke about batis, my muumuus, my Somalian dress called batis, and I showed you the different batis that I had. And basically they look like muumuus. You know, I'm wearing one right now. And if you haven't seen that video, go right ahead and check it out, so you kind of see what I'm talking about. And the reason why I wanted you to come back, the reason why I showed you that, is because for my very first of the 3 that I'm casting on for the year, for her make-along, will be a bati. I want to make a crochet one for myself. And in fact, if this works out, I want to crochet quite a few. Now, the reason being, I really love them, and I think they're very comfortable, and I'm thinking, why can't I crochet one? I could probably do them. They're just basic, simple, rectangular dress. Pose for the arms and around. Why not? I mean, I'm going to probably make some mistakes, but the more times you make one, the easier it gets, and you learn from each experience. So, and also, I don't know if you noticed, but, you know, they're getting tattered. This material is very lightweight and it's very comfortable, but it's hard to mend because it has the tendency to fray because of its, I don't know what, I wish I knew what kind of material this was. So a lot of them are, you know, starting to tear. I'll mend it, but I can only do that so often because then the ends start fraying and it's really hard to. So I know that, you know, their time is limited with me. And I can't get more from my friend. She actually, I'm no longer living near her. I live in central Illinois now, and she has moved to Ohio. And when I try to look online for more batis, they're always sold out. I mean, the prices are wonderful, so I think they're just always sold out. So I'm going to crochet one. Now, I have decided to use the Premier Nordica. I bought quite a few of these, the glare, sorry. I bought quite a few of these. These are from Hobby Lobby in the different colors. And I think I bought like, now these are part of their clearance. And this is in the colorway Rose Linen. Let me see if I can show you how lovely this is. But you can see on the sweater, it shows you how it works up. It actually looks pretty good. So I did use start a sweater for myself that you've seen on one of mine in the green. The shirt sleeves sweater top that I made before in the past. And I had some left over in the rose linen, which actually does not really look like rose linen. It really looks more like, has like rust colors in here and creams and ecru. Just a really nice combination. and it just works up really nice. So I have about 5 skeins of these. If I don't have enough for what I want to do, I will just supplement the color with one of these 3. Whether I do have quite a bit of the different rust colors, you know, that I can use. I can use a cream, I can use an ecru or a tan. There's a lot that I can work with here, so I'm not worried about that. The weight of this is just perfect. I like the size of it. I'm thinking that it will be lightweight and not very heavy. Where's my thing? This is a size 3 weight, so I think it'll be okay. I am really excited. Let me show you how much I did. Now, part of the make along is when you do these projects, the day you cast it on, you whatever project you begin, as long as it's a fiber project, you have that day to work on it. So whatever you work on that day, that's what you're going to present. And then, you know, you go to the next day. So when you're doing your 12 days of cast-ons, every day you're casting on one project at a time. And however amount of time you spent on it, that's what you're showing as your cast-on. So my day 1 of my 3 cast-ons, this is all I did in it. Oh, the glare is just horrible. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can, ooh, sorry folks. I can show you up close just how pretty that is looking. That is going to be basically my front. Now, I am going to do what I'm going to do. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. I had a coughing spree like crazy. My throat was dry, and I need to get some. The only concern I have about this is that I didn't make it wide enough. So I want to kind of contain the same design in front as in the back. Do you see that? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, when I do finish this skein, then I start on the other skein, I'm going to do the back end of it so it all kind of works up the same. I am afraid that this is not wide enough because I want it to be flowing. I don't want it to be snug. And so if that's the case and I don't want to rip it out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add maybe a solid color going down my side, which will maybe kind of slim me down too on each side to give it more flair. So that's something I have been thinking about. And probably in the cream or maybe even in the rust, just do one strip going down, and that will kind of give it that extra flair that I want. So that's what I'm working for my first one. I'm really excited about this one. I love this yarn, the Nordica Premier. I have different colors in it, and I am really excited about working in it. I love the way it works up. So my second cast on that I'm doing is actually for my daughter. I am making her a hoodie, a Bagoday's hoodie. Now you've seen the one that she does. She used chunky yarn, and she did it in a blue, like an aqua, and for the hoodie, and then a pocket to put your, that pouch in the front to put your hands in. So it is quite ambitious because I've never done anything like that. So I am going to work on that. I actually got quite a bit done on my daughter's. Of course, it will be purple because she loves the shade of purple. So I have all this purple yarn sitting there, like I need to get a move on and make her purple. So I've chose to use the Red Heart Violetta ombre yarn. I think it's going to come out really nice and subtle. That's why I like the ombres, is because to me it's like a subtle change in color. I did get quite a bit done, and like I said, this is the front. And so far, do you see how it's working up? It's working up really nice, and I'm doing a half double crochet because I want it to be a top that she wears over something, like it's like a sweatshirt kind of a hoodie, you know. It's a hoodie. You should be able to wear it outside instead of a coat, you know. So I want it to be tight. I don't want nothing showing through. I have now, I'm not really following her amount of stitches based on her sizes, because she is using a chunky, so that changes, you know, how many across. So I basically use one of my daughter's hoodies as a template, and I am pacing every 10 rows. I am putting in a stitch marker to help me, you know, because I'm keeping track in my in a notebook. So for future use, if I want to make something similar, I will know how many across, how many rows I did, and it'll be just easier than trying to figure it out right now. Because right now, ooh, one of the girls came in. I know you probably think it's spooky. How did that door open? But I bet you it's one of my girls that came in. Which one was it? Oh, it's the firstborn, Savannah. There's no ghost here. So I'm using that as my template. It came out really nice. I think this might be where it's starting to begin to do that pouch now. I have to kind of check it out because the pouch is in the front. So I have to see how many, how it looks by her, you know, where to put that pouch in. But I can also use her own hoodie to kind of compare it. But I think that's where it's going in next. So far, I really enjoy it. I like the way it looks. I think this is going to be really nice. I like that half double. It gives it a nice, you know, solid background. So number 3, I am in love with number 3. Actually, I enjoyed putting it together. It is, I wish I had a picture to show you, but I will tell you the link. I will give you the link below. It is from Let's All Crochet. That's where I'm watching her tutorial that she did on it. And it is a Cocoon Shrug. Very pretty. I am using my Yarn Bee Delish Boutique Melt in Your Mouth. Look at that. Whoa. Isn't that beautiful? Melt in Your Mouth. It is a size... what size is it? 3, and it is 90% acrylic and 10% alpaca. I am looking forward so much to the shrug. I bet it's going to look fantastic. Now this shrug basically is using, oops, let me show you how it's working up. I got all this yarn everywhere sticking to each other. Is using all these shells basically that are shells, and then look how pretty this is working up. Oops, excuse me. So let's start. Here's your green, your blue. Look how pretty that is looking. I think that's going to be looking so lovely. Now again, I have learned from past experience that a lot of these tops and these shrugs and whatever you want to call it, the sizing isn't all that, so I'm kind of using, I'm following a tutorial, but I'm also kind of, when it comes to sizing, you know, I am using my own stuff, like, you know, my own tops, or, you know, I kind of use that as a template because, so I hope this is enough lengthwise, because they tell you to put out your hands for a shrug, and measure from one tip of from one hand to the other. It should be, that's the length that you need for a shrug. So when you put on your shrug, you're able to do this comfortably. It should hang on you. It should not be tight on you. So that's what I did. I kind of did that because, and then I kind of, you know, counted my own stitches and made sure, because, so it fits me. So I'm really excited about this one. I think this is looking so lovely. I love the color. This Melt in Your Mouth. I have plenty of it. I think I have 5 also, but these go a long way. It's a size 3. I am so excited about this. Really am. So those are my 3 cast-ons. That's what I'm using. I'm doing to participate. Now we have, if you want to join if you have joined, it's probably too late now by the time this video comes in. But I'm only doing 3. I am going to cast on a 4th one, but it's not going to be part of her cast on for the year because I did not make the deadline, and that's something separate that I'm going to share with you at another time. It could be a real challenge. But anyway, you guys, I am excited about my Moo. It's like I really love all 3 of them, and I don't know which one to grab and work on first. You know, like, which one would you work on first? I don't know. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.